10 minutes late, but I had to make sure my lighting was right and that I had my screwdrivers that I needed. Today we have a 2017 MacBook Air that needs a touchpad. This should be straightforward. It's a fairly simple repair. I don't do many Apple repairs. I outsource the more difficult ones. There's not a whole lot of repairs to do on an Apple, but hey, so we are using a P5 to get in this machine. Looks like, at a glance, we are missing at least one screw. Yeah, I gotta figure out my lighting with the silver hardware here. Let's see if I can turn this down a little bit, at least until I open the machine. Yeah, see, even without the light on, all that silver just screams right back at me. Alright, so we're going to take out these P5 screws. Normal failure, 5 or 6 year old machine that needs a new battery. I'm sorry, a touchpad. I was thinking a battery because that's a more common failure. Never mind. On the MacBook Pros, the battery often will push up against your touchpad, and you might think your touchpad is bad when the battery just expanded and pushed up against it, but that's not the case. That's not how these MacBook Airs are put together. The machine seems totally functional when you put an external mouse into it. Alright, so it's annoying. I've put this off a day or two. I've had other jobs in the way. There we go. There we go. Alright, we're almost in. Alright, how many screws? Ah, there we are. Oh, you know what? I lied. I do have to remove the battery. Which machine am I thinking of where you don't have to... There's a machine I'm thinking of where the battery is not over the palm rest. But hey, we're filming it. Okay, so you want to be gentle about removing the battery. You know what I'm going to do? That's not a T5. What is that? Alright, let's see. Is it a P5? It might be a T5. Let's see what this is. Alright, T5 is doing it. Alright, we're going to gently, ooh, that was a super loose screw. Yeah, pay attention to any screws that might be, oh man, these screws are all loose. It's weird. Just be gentle. This is one of the more easy, straightforward repairs. This is one of the last models. It's probably the last model. It's a 2017 MacBook Air. The battery is screwed in. Unfortunately, everything newer, the battery is literally glued in. It makes the job that much more cumbersome and temperamental, more of a liability. The other day, someone backed out of a potential battery repair. I could sense they had all sorts of anxiety. I didn't want to take that on. I was a bit suspicious when she didn't have Apple do it. When I charged her, or quoted her basically the same thing Apple wanted, and then I realized the reason they wanted to come to me is because I was able to offer sooner service, where Apple was going to have them send it out. Okay, so the battery is unscrewed. Be gentle. Ah, and there's our actual culprit. Be gentle. Oh man, all the connectors on this thing. All the there you can see the white sensors here. This is how Apple knows if it was water damaged. They're obviously still white. And there, this is what we actually wanted. Here is our palm rest. So just be gentle. All right, let's see here. How many wires do we have? 1, 2, 3. Let me find a plastic spudger. I don't want to put a metal screwdriver on this thing. Plastic spudger. Metal spudger. I don't want to use a metal one. Plastic spudger. What? Ah, there it is. Thought I put it back. It was sitting right here on the desk. There we go. There we go. You can't really see from way up there, can you? Here, let's give you the benefit of the doubt here. Aha! There we go. Okay, there's the connectors that I was working with. So this is how they're found. Just use a very soft plastic spudger so you don't damage anything. That's a soft plastic spudger, so it just flips up like that. And then when we remove this from the, so we're going to use these Phillips head screws to remove. And then we're just going to flip these connectors here up. There we go. Got one more there. What is that? I'm going to have to see how that goes. Just be gentle. Okay, so we're going to try this screwdriver. There's a close-up view for you. Looks like we got 12 of these screws. Let me see if I can get a better view for you. You want to make sure you use the right screwdriver. I got attention on the phone. Where's my phone? There it is. Yeah, so there's multiple Phillips head screwdrivers you can use. Just have 2 or 3 different sizes because you don't want to strip out the screw, especially these tiny ones. It's a little harder to do when they're bigger. But I purposely have 2 or 3 Phillips head screwdrivers to work in conjunction with each other, not necessarily as a replacement for one over the other. Alright, so we got half of them out. There we go. One of the only really straightforward, easy to do Apple repairs. It's the only cost-effective repair to do. A screen for these machines is several hundreds of dollars. It's really frustrating for everyone. I have to rattle off the price on a screen. It's almost like, well, do you not want the work? Hey, I don't price out the hardware. New camera coming soon. I have to make sure all the bills are paid before I go spend money on gadgets. So until then, the camera gets focused on the work. Let's see here. Let me move this microphone. It's a wee bit in my face. Oh, that's better. I think the new one comes with screws, even though I don't think we're going to need them. Okay, so be gentle. Try not to this metal is very delicate. Okay. And just place the parts as needed. And there we go. Okay, let me see if I can get my fat hands out of the way. So now that I've done these 6 screws over here, those are Phillips head screws, and these are Phillips head screws. Let me see if I can show you what's up. Let's just do this. Let's open this machine. Alright. Be gentle. So this screw here looks like it's got some glue holding it to the back of the keyboard. So just pull very gently. Oh, it looks like we got one more screw, and that is that also a T5? Is it the T5 or the P5? Let's see. 2 different screws, very similar. Let's try this. What is this? Oh yeah, it's a T5. There we are. We got a T5 and a P5 for this. Okay, so be very careful. There. It was being held in by one more screw. I don't know what you call that screw. It looks like a grommet more than a screw. I'm trying to... Why is this not coming out? Let's be very gentle. Let's see here. I'm going to show you my struggle. Does not want to let go. What am I missing? Oh, I see what's going on. So, okay, so that comes up. You know what? I think I... Be gentle. You know what I think I'm going to do, now that I see what's going on. Cool thing about this particular model is it hadn't really changed in several years. This is the same body style from 2017 to 2013. Okay, so I'm going to use a spudger. I'm going to see if I can get under there and dislodge this cable here. Oh, it does it from the other side. So this one, this particular clip, there. Okay, cool. Okay, so notice that these clips here face me, or they don't face me, but the clips that you mess with are on my side. The clip under this ribbon cable is on that side. So now that that's done, it should just fall out. There, now I can push it forward without... Oh, man. No, okay, so up towards me, it flips. There we are. Okay, so let's look at this. You got clip right here, my thumb towards me, or I mean not towards me, but the clip is on my side, towards your belly. And then this one here, next to it. How did that, there we go. Okay, so now I can push it forward. yeah, also next to it and towards me. There we go, it fell down, that's why I got confused. And then on this particular one, for the wider ribbon, this one goes to the keyboard. It's on the other side, that's why you have to climb under it, under the cable. And then, of course, this ribbon over here, the clip, again, is on your belly side. Think of it that way. And then that's it. You can't tell almost what it is from the front side. So now just be gentle. Let's see. Does this thing come with screws? No, but what it does come with is the leaf springs that I removed. So let me show you the leaf springs. Those things. Looks like I don't have to recycle those. The replacement comes with those already in place. This is from iFixit, by the way. There's your part. The only Apple source I trust for aftermarket parts. I don't know if you'd call them aftermarket. Oh, Jader's not looking at me. Alright. Usually when he hears bags. Is this the right? Yes, it is. I always get paranoid about ordering the wrong part. Doesn't matter how much confidence I have in the source. So, just keep in mind, before you get comfy, visually inspect it. Right. Got it. Okay, so we got to put it in that way. Okay. Oh, cool. So only half the screws are already in. And all we need to do is make sure that those clips are open and ready to receive the cables. Alright, so we're going to go be gentle and put 3 of these screws back. I thought I remember this kit coming with extra screws, but that's apparently not the case. There. These screws are tiny. Just be gentle. Alright. I just realized these two clips on either side go back in on themselves to control that daughter board. The only 2 external cables that get connected are this one on the left, which goes straight to the motherboard, and then this one here that goes to the keyboard. And that one's tricky because it gets plugged in upside down. Okay, so we've got just a few more screws to do. Almost there. Ah, shucks. Gee golly. 2 more screws. And then that weird pancake screw that kind of looks like a plug that goes right here. That's not that screw. One more leaf spring screw. I call it a leaf spring. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Let me see if I can do you any better here. Let's see how that goes. Just be patient. Don't get too comfortable with the easy jobs. That's when you get sloppy. Okay. And I think that's the right one. Back it up. There we go. And you know what? Is that actually... Let me make sure that plug hole. Making sure that's actually grabbing. And it seems like... Well, let me show you what my dilemma is here. This screw here felt like it was going all the way through, so I'm making sure it actually grabs right there. That's weird. It just doesn't feel right. What? Oh, is that it? Let's see here. I think that's just an adjustment. Alright. That feels good. Okay, clips are up. Be gentle. Good. That's in gently. Okay, the slightly more difficult one. Underneath, as you see, just careful with this because it's kind of sticky. So don't yank on it because you don't want to risk tearing it. Cables like this, they're delicate. Just make sure your hands are clean. And remember, the clip is on the back side for this one. Because it gets plugged in. In fact, I can't even do this sitting at this angle. I'm going to get sideways so I can see what's going on, which you can't do with your face over it. Let's see, is it in? See, now I got to figure out, get that spudger. I don't know if it's all the way in. I don't want to yank it. I don't want to push it. These my super good. See the advantage of using these spudgers that are made of very soft plastic. Your chances of damaging the hardware you're working with are a lot less. Don't be using metal when you're poking at motherboards or daughter boards on the bottom of smaller parts. So now I'm actually gonna, you know what? I'm gonna have to put the battery in to test it. That feels good. Does not feel like it's coming out. Good. Okay, so now just be gentle. Put this battery in. Okay. It looks like it plugged itself in. Nice. All right. Be gentle. Gentle, gentle. This is a P5. Okay. That's not the right screw. What is this thing? It's not a P5. What is that? Ah, whatever this is. Alright, probably a T. Yeah, it's a T5. Next. Oh, you can't. Again. This is. There we go. Gotta watch myself. Let's do one dead center. There we go. So now you get to see how to do the battery on this machine. Didn't ask her what the condition of the battery was. I think she said it was fine, which is why we're not addressing it. Not an expensive repair. Battery's probably 80 bucks. That's about what I paid for the screen, the touchpad. Don't torque down those screws too much. That plastic breaks easy, as you can see right here. Screw does a lot less if there's not much meat for it to hold on to. So, alright. Oh, you know what? That screw, I think. Oh, there it is. Alright. I was wondering if I missed it. Good. Here we go. We're almost there. Nope, wrong screw. I have extra screws. This is one of those rare examples of where you'll have extra screws, because that palm rest came with 6 screws that you are no longer needed. Okay, this screw's not going to do us a whole lot because some of the battery construction is sort of broken away. It really pisses me off that Apple and a lot of other vendors have chosen to literally glue their batteries in place. It's arrogant. That's almost assuming that they think, well, what it is that they don't expect anyone to, or they don't want people to repair this stuff. It's a turn-off. So now we're going to confidently plug that battery in, so now it's back to life. Now before screwing this plate back on, we are going to turn it on. Be very careful. Now again, I'm using a mat with a magnet in it. Let me show you what's up. This mat here, it has magnets throughout parts of it so that screws don't roll around. When you're working on laptops and phones, you got to make sure that you know where those magnets are so that you don't accidentally deactivate the screen and get frustrated when you don't have a display. Alrighty. Okay, so let's turn this on. See if it turns on without plugging it in. Not turning on, so let's plug it in. Hey, oh, there we go. Hey, touchpad is working. Good, let's call her. Hey Siri, where's my phone? She didn't say anything. All right, well. Okay, let's see. Let's call our customer.
been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 41551999353
All right, let's see here.
is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Adriana, it's Chris. I have your computer. It's all ready to go. Let me know when you'd like to come get it. Yeah, just give me some sort of warning before you head over to make sure I'm not out doing a house call or at lunch. Thanks. 855-434-8787. So there we go. Let's see here. Looks like the mouse is working. Yeah. Looks like our cloud account is almost full. What version of the system does she have on this thing? Oh, well, she's not up to date. She's a little out of date. But it looks like it's working. I'm not showing the camera on her screen just because it's private. She doesn't have anything interesting on the screen. I just don't want private information on the screen. So, it reminds me, her phone number showed up on the microphone. Oh, well, it's South Bay. All right. I think it's working. Mouse pad is working. And that's pretty much it. If you've never been here before, my name is Chris with South Bay Tech Gurus, offering live assistance. I film the work regularly, if it makes sense. Otherwise, I do a lot of house calls throughout the South Bay. 713 South PCH, Unit B in Redondo Beach. If you need help, give me a call, 855-434-8787. I may be back later. I do not have anything else to chat about right now. Anyway, I'm going to take off. Thanks for showing up. Show up in the YouTube chat if you don't feel like a phone call. See you later.